to stumble, and that's why Aurora's backing off.
Nami's on the glorious pathway again. Yue able to go for Crimson Beacon, flicker up from Hijum, but it gets picked up and thrown back to the fray as Light goes in with Edward. But all I can say, I'm going to sustain RP into the backside with a blazing duet. Gets big bonked on him. Now the fracture coming in from Yasuki to take Domen Kaitan as Nino continues to jump back and forth. Inferno pursuit, but now it's Yue to lock him down. He goes for one last one, but Edward cuts him down.
Eagle making their move to conceal from Alec.
You know, walking up, but Edward doing the same thing now with the help of the glorious pathways. Tsunami Slam is able to lock Edward down, but now look at the damage on Hijum. It's Edward in the back with Light.
And now Yasuke goes down as well. Alec all on his own.
Nino jumping to the back line now, trying to go for Inferno pursuit, but again it's going to be Domen Kai and Yue going for the damage. Domen doing enough to take Nino down with the help of Yue.
Not only are they winning head-on initiations, but they're able to find resources to take away from Yasuke. Light counter the initiate.
Yep. Now it's going to be the disengage from Nino. He goes for the Dark Wave, landing it onto, but now Edward forcing to fight. That's good. Tsunami's time to cancel out the last portion of the Raging Slash. Big bong from Demon Kite, and Edward cuts him down again. He's on a killing spree.
Yasuke still in the jungle, gonna try to lock on.
That ain't it. He got taunted by the Demon, and Domen takes him down.
Yue and Domen Kite are good targets, but not when there's two chunky boys next to them. Make it three, a half man, half horse.
And that's the way that Aurora Gaming is approaching every single one of these fights. Everyone just huddles around Demon Kite and Light. Because if anyone tries to catch Domen, and if anyone tries to catch Yue, the taunt comes in. The little bonk from Hylos comes in.
We've come full circle, ladies and gentlemen. The last time Edward was on this stage, in this arena, not a single game he won. And he's just moments away from correcting that, historically.
4-1-6. Man is performed. Oh, wait a second. This is a classic alter ego move. Whenever the enemy gets a lord, they go to look for the pickup, but can they take Edward down? Tsunami's time coming down with the burst damage of Hijum, and Edward will have the immortality, actually. I think that's enough to get him out, and Edward does survive, and now he goes back in with a helmet Demon Kite. Meanwhile, Light on the back line with Yue, jumping in as Domen goes for the base, but is on force already. Yasuke getting rid of Yue, but Domen Kite's gonna be all over the way. Yue comes in from RP!
Nino also trying to block it off as Yasuke works on the Lord.
Nino's all alone, now against 4. He's jumping in front of pursuit, he's so tanky, but again, he's constantly jumping in as RP does a lot of damage. Dark Wave coming in from Nino, but Domen takes him down.
The minions are cleared, but one more wave against the base.
They're gonna go straight for it, no nonsense.
The final turtle will be spawning about 50 seconds. Big fight starts.
All in, you blink and you miss it. RP disintegrated. Now they're just trying to go for the defense. Petrify on towards Domen. Nino going at it over, gets the knockup as well. Nino in the back now doing more damage as Demon Kite goes in with a steed and runs through Nino.
6-1 and 4.
Oh, wait.
He found the angle.
This is nasty.
Yeah, but you know how Light does this.
The tech charge, now Edward with a pullback on RP, and he gets the killing spree, but Edward gets shut down. You were to stand over.
Phantom Steed from Demon Kite, turn in mid, about to go down.
Edward, oh my god, Light jumps in again! Tech charge! Now Hijum is taking low, they're still able to go for it. Nino with the Fierce down in the Petrify, but he won't be able to lock them down for long. A Cannon in the mid lane as Edward dives in with a crown. Yasuke clears out the Cannon, but they have another wave.
RP with a couple of free shots and down. Not yet, Edward able to just get away again.
He's taken down. Hijum able to get a shutdown. Demon Kite on the horse again. Jumps on Yasuke. Bang! Hijum gets away with the Crimson Beacon. Domen's on the base. They can't just end it right here as Nino jumps in, but Yue!
RP keeps on kiting back and forth. He's able to push him away.
Pops in the Crimson Beacon. It's now or never now. Light jumps in the backline. Won't be able to find anything now as Ada goes for the Raiders Dragon. Yasuke's able to go for the Blazers, and now Edward!
RP taken out along with Yasuke. Wait, yes.
He gets stomped to the ground, curb stomp, that's Yue. In a 1v1 against Nino as Domen goes for the BMI, and Domen! Guns Hijum down! Now it's the base next to the top.
He can just run down, forcing a flicker out of Hijum here.
Uh-oh, no flickers, gonna be all in on him. The taunt as well, Light able to get the first blood. Yasuke very low because of the Edward earlier. That's Yasuke trying to get in. Demon Kite walks up, it's a late, or it's early retry from Yasuke. And Demon Kite,
who has been such a star in this series.
They're gonna all in onto Demon Kite, and he goes straight for the friction. That RWM was actually misplaced. Light goes in, a big pump from Demon Kite. And now it's Yue! Knocking 2 members up, Hijum no flicker, 0-2-0, it's a double kill for Demon Kite. I mean, the CC saying the scaling tech charge coming down, but great reaction now. Light definitely going to be looking for the re-engage now as that's going to be Alec isolated, taken out by Domen Kite. Light! They do know on the way to Dragon, bringing Hijum back, and Domen with a double, now with a big bonk, Yue takes it away.
who even if Alter Ego Sport...
Oh! Gets a steal, but he gets kicked back into Dominkai now. Final slash from Edward! Ijume low, it's an all into the backline as Nino gets caught up into it all, tries to deal some damage again. A big bong that doesn't land. Part of that roster too, and now, Edward just flickers out once. Nino still goes for the Brave Spider. The 1v1 will not happen. Edward's gonna try to cancel out the recalls. RP just gonna go for the turn up top, and they're still cutting the waves at the base. He's gonna be targeted out by Aurora.
But there's a Lord at your base right now. And Alec is all alone. They're trying to get back.
RP is already there. Yasuke doesn't have the steed. Lord already at the base right now. As Alex to be caught on the Juju. No! Dominkai got them down. And it's Yue to throw him back. The base wide open.
Worth Nino leaving lane here and there to look for the plays and the Purify.
Near the Phoenix, man, you can already see the tilt, the desperation. It's now Yasuke jumping around the shocker light! Stuns him out the way! Survives it all! A double kill now, Ijume is able to get RP a kill.
He comes.
Darkwave canceling it, Raging Sansa will make a return to the Phoenix, everything using the backline, RP does not have flicker to get torn through by Aurora!
And Nino's gonna drop next. Yasuke.
Oh, light. Oh, he's trying to bait out the flicker. Phantom Steed now comes through. Domin for the side, goes over to Zaman for Tsunami sign coming down, but it's only on towards that ball for the Phoenix.
Everyone's able to get away there.
Edward!
Oh, still in the backside. Edward jumps in.
Doesn't get the stun, now gets stunned. Edward! What the hell? Jumps in under the turret! And
To stay put, stay split up.
Raging Sandstorm for the Phoenix, RP taken down by Demon Kite! Tsunami slam, desperate from Alec. Edward jumps back away with the Brave Spider, and now Ijume is shining the light on them.
Yasuke taking a lot of damage as well. It goes down.
Alec standing tall, gonna be taken very low. Domang takes him down. Another mini wave coming in up top. Ijume is the only one left. He goes in against 4. And now it's Edward who walks up, throws the sword. Domang gets a double. They've wiped Alter Ego out.
Nino coming up. RP as well.
Nino, can he do it? He goes for it again. They go for the clear. Domang's on the base. Some Monforce coming in. And it is.
Kaya kung gusto mo ng news, contents, and tournaments, follow Just ML. Kasi basta ML, Just ML.